What are your thoughts on LeBron's future with the Lakers, without the Lakers, maybe a future NBA without LeBron? He's talked about retiring potentially, maybe playing with his son Bronny. What do you think about LeBron's future?
You know, something in me would like him to move on from basketball, even though he's so talented and so capable. Like, I still want him to kind of retire in a sense. I mean, I don't know if I want him to retire this year, but what you gonna do? Play 25 years? Like, you got to start. 25 years. No one's ever even done that. Like,
No.
actually, has anyone played 22 years or 20? I don't even know if anybody's ever played more than 20 years in the NBA. So, to me, that's not a record I want him to break. I would like to see him just kind of retire, even though I would greatly miss his sports, his basketball playing. But like this last go around in the series against Denver, at the final game, I thought to myself, I kind of want to see this guy retire, because I want him to leave his legacy like the way it is. And I don't know, there's nowhere but down, I feel like,
Go our way while he's still on top, basically. Why he still
like Mike,
got his A
Mike
game.
The jump shot, called it a wrap. I would love for LeBron to be able to call it a wrap differently, not get swept, not get, hurt and have to quit, So that said, I still want, what would he do? He would produce film, television. He's a worldly person. He'd become the mayor of Cleveland if he wanted to, or a congressman or president. He can do a lot of things. So it would be whatever he wanted to do.
By the way, Vince Carter played 22 years.
Now is that the longest career?
Yeah. There's that bit of trivia right there. Vince Carter, 22 years.
That's a long time. Like, that's a long time, bro. And Vince Carter, 22. What are you gonna do? 23 years? No.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to see him declining. You know what I mean? He's still a top 12, 15 guy. That might be being conservative. You know what I mean? So, definitely don't want to see him declining. I think he's in the top 10.
He might be in the top 10, but I think what declines first, it won't be his body. To me, what I saw declining was kind of like decision making, Like, I felt like with 4 seconds left, you don't get a ball to Dennis Schroeder.
Right.
He's just under no circumstance.
Yeah.
Like, picture Michael Jordan.
But that's always been him, Noah. You know that. LeBron has always been programmed to make what he thinks is the right basketball play. Kobe, Jordan, them dudes gonna shoot. They going down shooting,
But that's the reason why people argue for Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan would have won that game. He would have scored, and the whole world would have known he was going to score. So to me, and then listen, he passed the ball with 4 seconds left. Dennis Schroeder passed it again. What the hell are y'all doing? You got 4 seconds,
But in fairness, let me ask you this.
All right.
No, I don't disagree with you. But regardless, was there any beating Denver? Like, you know hoops, you know basketball. Like, Denver was just a better team. Did the Lakers have a chance of beating Denver in the series?
Oh, did they have a chance? Yeah. But what happened was I'm a believer. I thought they had a chance, even when they were down a couple games, because the first couple of games were kind of close. So I felt like with close games, I think Anthony Davis would be more consistent. It's hard to make a decision about the Lakers, how you feel, because there's so many inconsistencies on the team. Anthony Davis, they showed a graph where he had like 31 points and 14 and 31 and 12 and 31 and 14 again. What is this, a roller coaster, dog? Like, I couldn't deal with that much inconsistency. And even LeBron was inconsistent in terms of the typical LeBron. I mean, he still gets points. He's still a juggernaut on the court. But to me, his decision-making is inconsistent. Like, some of those passes, those thread the needle, bro, I don't want to see now more. I don't want to see now one more thread the needle pass between three people. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah. And all of the fourth quarter threes and stuff. Now, you're talking to a fan. I'm a fan, and I just don't like seeing them. Like, I'm frustrated watching them play. They annoy me. Even though I'm rooting for them, they annoy me.
Right. So no wonder you nailed Drew Joyce so well, because you're a coach at heart. You know what I'm saying? Have you had a chance to express these frustrations directly to LeBron? I wonder.
No, I would never say that, because it's like, for what? There's nothing I can get out of that. It's just my feeling, and passing the ball to Dennis Schroeder with 4 seconds left so he can pass it again is not, you said, he thinks that's not the smartest play, because that's Dennis Schroeder, who is a great basketball player. I'm not saying he ain't a great basketball player, but you're LeBron James. Look, you got to put into perspective everything. Jokic had 5 fouls, bro. And LeBron had the ball with 8 seconds left. He dribbled 4 seconds away. Come on, man. I can't even talk about it. I can't. It's just. And then he passed the ball. And then, listen, then they got the ball back. And then he went to the basket. Hey, listen, bro. Come on, man.
All I know is that team was 2-10, had no identity. They were lost. To be in the Western Conference Finals, I know what the standard of the Lakers is, what LeBron's standard is. Still an accomplishment. But I do want to get to.
I agree. I do
want to get to LeBron, the worldly person that you described. In doing Shooting Stars and in doing your research for Coach Drew Joyce and that portrayal, and just learning more about LeBron's origin story, did you learn more about LeBron than you previously did, or did you look at him differently or understand him in a different way after this Shooting Stars project than maybe you did going in?
I don't really look at him any differently. I think I have more personal stories because I'm getting them from the source. So I think I know more about him, just like more stories that he lived through with his close friends that probably nobody knows, or from Coach. But nothing that changed the way I think about him. He's a pretty extraordinary person. And actually, the things they were saying were other extraordinary things, like him in football, he could have been a pro football player and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was an all-state wide receiver, I want to say.
Yeah, and they gave me examples of how good he was at football, and it seemed like another big fish story, so he's just amazing. But the thing about LeBron that really gets me, and I'm inspired by, and I did get this from the movie because it put him in my thinking a lot, was here's a guy, young, made $1 billion during his career, still making money, made $1 billion in the game, still in the game, but works out like he's not, like there's not a lazy cell in his body. He's working out to achieve something he achieved already. That's very inspirational because, like, you want to be the best at what you do. You want to be the best. I want to be the best. And seeing someone like that who could wake up every day, been doing this shit for, excuse my language, been doing this for 20 years.
You good.
But still can get up like, I'm good, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Been doing it for 20 years and still gets up like ready for the game. And I feel like some of that is waning away too. Like, not that he's being lazy, but I think the frustration of playing with certain players is there and it's visible.
Yeah,
and
that's probably why he said what he said after Game 4. That's probably why he said, like, it gets a little exhausting after a while.
Yeah, like, and I don't think Anthony Davis is away from that feeling for him. Like, that might be the most inconsistent superstar he ever worked with. Like, it makes me upset, man. It does. It gets me going.